Welcome, everyone, to NBA action here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Boston Celtics going up against the Phoenix Suns. And now we send it out to the U.S. Airways Center. Kevin, Clark, and Steve are there. An opening tip is on the way.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr as we get set to bring you all the action. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Celtics, they've got Scott. Rookie season underway for him and excited about his first start. Then it's Williams, and it's Walker in at the 4 spot. And for Phoenix, they've got Miller, a very solid big man who'll be making every effort to control the glass and make some big plays under the rim. Then there's Marion.
You know, for so long, the Suns had been one of the stronger teams in the West and typically could just blitzkrieg Eastern Conference teams with their offense. That's not the case anymore. It really was the East that got the better of the Suns last season.
Well, back to the Suns against the Eastern Conference. They really seemed to flounder at times, and they had to travel to the East Coast. And, Steve, even when they hosted teams in the desert.
You know, all good things must come to an end, and the Suns' dominance over the East wasn't going to last forever. Because, remember, for many years, the Suns just ran roughshod over the Eastern Conference. But only 8 wins in their 30 games against the East. That was by far the lowest total of anybody in the West.
Overton, he's covered by Kidd. Right side to Walker, all alone. Offensive rebound, Celtics. The kick out to Williams. Back to Scott. He's against Miller. With the fadeaway. Scott can't get it to go. Now Kidd. Goes back up. He lays it in.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to Williams. They get a hand on it. And now running up the court, Kidd pushing it. Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Skiles. And, Doris, what did he have to say?
Kevin, attacking the glass at the offensive end of the court is a big focus for them today. He said creating second chance opportunities is one of those little things that makes a huge difference for us. We win the war inside, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And Clark, that speaks close to your heart, doesn't it?
Yeah, without question. That was a strong part of my game was rebounding. So when I was playing, the last thing I ever wanted was for my man to beat me on the glass. That would be unacceptable.
Now here's Kidd. After the miss from Williams. Miller with a screen on Williams. Here's Day. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Day's got his first basket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The dish to Pierce. They need this, and that one's good.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And also, there are many players better at anticipating an opponent's next move, waiting for his moment and then jumping in the way of a pass to come up with the steal. He's got that mastered.
Now Pierce, after the miss free from Day. Outside, Scott on the wing, Williams. He dishes it to Pierce. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And he will take the ball right into the teeth of the defense.
Boston making a switch here.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable. But last year it seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start their rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve. Even though there was, it seemed, a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished. And now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer. But I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Walker with the 3. Gets it to go. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Day gets the screen for Miller. Back to Marion. Here's the feed to Day. Kicks to Marion. Releases. And the jumper is good. Marion's got 7 points in the game. And the Celtics with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Back to Walker. Clock at 6.
You know, a big part of why the Celtics dropped so much last season was they weren't very good on the road. Ended with a 14-27 record away from home, which was by far the lowest of any team in the East that made the playoffs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. The Celtics making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. The Suns leading. Here is Livingston. Pass to Kidd. Launches a 3. Good on the shot. Kidd's got 5 now. And as you said, Clark, rarely can you win just over a third of your road games like the Celtics did and expect to make the playoffs. And had they played closer to 500 on the road, now, Steve, there's a good chance they could have ended up as the 5th or the 4th seed.
Well, and in the Celtics case, it wasn't their defense, Kevin. It was their offense that betrayed them when they went out onto the road. They just couldn't win the close games. And some of it was just age and injury. But so many of those road losses from last year just came back to haunt them, and that's why they ended up with that 7 seed.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Here is Livingston. Pierce covering. West setting the pick for Kidd. Livingston back to Kidd. He passes it to Livingston. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Cheney. That's good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
So it's Phoenix now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Livingston kicks to Kidd. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 8 points for Jason Kidd.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tires.
Celtics making a switch here. Here's Fortson, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. But Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that left the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash and Grant Hill, had trouble keeping their health up. And Steve, I don't know, you've been in that organization. Whatever they are doing that are keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that cause.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program with the training schedule. But a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, when you're one of the worst teams in the league, you have a lot of problems. And for the Suns, one of their biggest problems was that opponents shot very close to 40% against them from behind the arc. And that's just not a winning number.
And so it's Boston with it after the missed three from Rodgers. Here's Cheney, and it's good from the elbow. 1:30 left to play in the first. As you said, Clark, with the Suns, dead last in the league in terms of opposing three-point percentage. Defense overall was a problem for him, Steve, but especially in closing out on shooters beyond the arc.
Well, and the three-point shot, Kevin, has become such a huge part of every NBA team's offense now that if you're struggling to defend that line, you're going to really find yourself at the bottom of the league defensively and record-wise, and that's exactly where Phoenix found itself.
Celtics trail by 4. Anderson dishes to Battie. Passes it to Washington. Uncovered, and again it's Boston converting.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Rodgers passes to Livingston. Here's Bailey. Again, Phoenix.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Anderson outside. With some arc. Count that one. And so here's Phoenix. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here is Livingston, defended by Anderson. Here's Bailey. 5 to shoot. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Suns on top. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Now here's Anderson. To the inside. Here's Fortson. And it's all evened up. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, there is no doubt that Tim Duncan is one of the all-time great NBA big men, but his celebrity has never matched his talent. His guarded personality may have something to do with that. Duncan said, quote, "I'm not an extrovert. People try to be bigger than the game, to make themselves an individual brand. I'm not that guy. I love playing basketball, and that's what I want to do. I don't need the extra stuff." Guys, knowledge of self, so important.
Sure is. Thanks, Doris. Some solid defense from Robinson.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Blunt defended by Scott. Here's Robinson. Here's Bailey. No good on the triple.
Tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Here's Griffin. Good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Here's Robinson. After the made shot from Griffin. Robinson passes to Bailey. 6 to shoot. Back to Robinson. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Washington.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Washington. And it's blocked by Chapman. Bailey passes to Robinson. Here is Rogers. With the lead pass. And the shot's good from Blunt. And the Suns lead by 2.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And Anderson kicks to Griffin. Now the pass to Washington. Feeds it to Anderson. Anderson right side. He passes to Washington. And no good. And a chance to take the lead.
Boston had a multitude of problems last season, but the one that seemed to be the most prevalent was the inability to score down the stretch of games. I mean, they were one of the worst teams in the league when it came to scoring in the fourth quarter.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And you think of Boston, and you think of all the storied players that have put on the green. All of them so clutch, Steve, when the game was on the line. But that was the opposite for last year's Celtics.
It was, Kevin. It seemed like their scoring dropped off considerably in the fourth quarter. And a lot of that was just without Rondo after the injury. They couldn't generate offense individually. They had to rely on their ball movement. And as you know, defenses toughen up in the fourth quarter and down the stretches of games.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Bailey drills it from outside. He's got 5.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Back to Walker. Suns leading by 3. Dishes it to Day. Passes it to Bailey. Marion outside. Trying his luck deep. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. There's the pick. No one near him. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here is Day. Defended by Griffin. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Not many teams, guys, in the East did very well against the West last season. And that in mind, you could call Boston's 14-16 record against the conference better than most.
And for the Celtics against the West, even in the shortened season, they were having a lot of trouble with some of the bigger lineups, Steve. More of the up-tempo teams out west.
Well, the Celtics were old and a little bit small, too. Kevin Garnett played center last year, so they played a lot of small lineups. And when you're small and you're old, sometimes, that's going to cost you, particularly on the road.
And Phoenix making a change here. West is checked in. And Dave drops them both.
The Suns really had a lot to overcome as they started the rebuilding project, and they just weren't the same team the home crowd was used to seeing, and the struggles were evidenced by that 17-24 record here at home.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Suns leading by 5. And the Suns, who have been so good for so long here at U.S. Airways Center, it really was strange to see them drop so many games on their home court.
Well, to give you an idea of just how dominant this team has been here in Phoenix, this was the first time since the end of the 2003-2004 season that they didn't have a home record better than 500.
And the Celtics with possession here. Sean Marion making his last shot. 6 on the shot clock. And Williams, here we go. And nothing is falling for him right now. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here is Day. Defended by Griffin. Cans it from downtown. And it's a 10-point Suns lead.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
When you're an older team and you try to milk every possession, you've got to be more efficient. And over the past few years, the Celtics have failed to grab offensive rebounds, and that problem was not corrected during their disappointing 12-13 season.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pierce is checked in. On defense, Phoenix. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Well, Clark, as you said, the Celtics just didn't grab any offensive rebounds at all this last season. Dead last in the entire league in that regard. And Steve, they were getting, about 8 a game?
That's been the case with the Celtics for about the past 4 or 5 years. They've never been a team that concentrated on offensive rebounds, partly because they wanted good transition defense, so they didn't send more than 1 or 2 guys to the offensive glass.
And so it's Boston with it after the made shot from Day. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Pierce. Shot clock at 6.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
And the Celtics making a change here. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 16-7 run. Kidd with it. He's got 8. He kicks to West. Pass to Bailey. Clock at 6 for 3. Kidd. And that one's good. Kidd's got 11.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
1:15 left to play in the first half. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Walker with the 3.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
For 3, Kidd. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
And here's Pierce, following the three-pointer by Jason Kidd. Gets it to go. 8 points now in the game for Walker.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Kidd kicks to Marion. Inside, Bailey. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Celtics trail by 15. Outside, Pierce. 17 seconds left here in the second. Griffin dishes to Pierce. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Pierce has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Kidd passes to Bailey. Back to Kidd. From deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so that's the end of the first half. Suns lead by 13. 2K Sports, back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's time to break down the first half of action. I hope you're having a great Friday night so far. The Suns have been tearing it up. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off. We've watched Jason Kidd pretty much getting whatever he wants against this Boston defense. He's got 14 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. For the Celtics, though, in this one, plenty of work still to be done. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. A fantastic game from Jason Kidd in this one.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
From 10 feet out, Walker's shot is off. Suns leading by 13. And here is Kidd. Marion outside. Back to Kidd. The dish now today. Rejected by Walker. On the wing, Williams. He dishes it to Walker. Pulls up on the elbow. Can't get it to go. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Outside Kidd, and there's the feed today. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Day's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Phoenix. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Boston again missing.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Kidd kicks to Marion. Shoots. And Pierce pulls it down. Celtics trail by 15. That's good. Pierce has got 9.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And the Suns call time.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
The Celtics making a switch here. Batiste checked in. Phoenix leading by 13. There's the screen. Marion outside. Back to Kidd. Kicks it to Marion. Livingston drains it from beyond the arc. Livingston's got his first 3 points of the game.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Outside, Walker. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Kidd's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Here is Livingston. Pass to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to Livingston. With the teardrop. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Celtics making a switch here. Shot from 16. Swiped away. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Overton, and it's blocked by Kidd. On the wing, Marion. 6 to shoot. The pass to Kidd. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Cheney defended by Livingston. Here's Cheney. 11 feet out and he hits it. 6 points for him. Suns leading by 16. Now Kidd. He's got 14. Gugliotta guarded by Walker. Here's Gugliotta. And Boston with the rebound. Walker's got his 5th rebound in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Dishes to Pierce. Defended by Livingston. The jump hook. West with the block. Here is Livingston. He has 5. Phoenix no good that time either. Celtics trail by 16. Pass to Walker. Here's Overton. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. He's got 6.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Now here's Kidd. He's got 14. Here's Marion. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, the number 1 priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And something else everybody loves about him is his ability to do the sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defy description at times.
Celtics trail by 16. Now a timeout called by Boston. We've seen Shawn Marion really having a great game.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
The Suns making a switch here. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Anderson in the post. He's covered by Kidd. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 5. Ring shot on the way, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. And you don't get too many better looks from that range.
They're whistled for a blocking foul, and he'll head to the line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
And he makes the first. Pierce is checked in for Walker. Robinson hits them both. Celtics trail by 18. Anderson outside. He passes to Washington. He feeds it to Williams. Fortson defended by Blunt. Fortson. That one off the back iron and out. The Suns have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. There's the triple. They get it again. Pass to Chapman. Here is Rogers. Defended by Anderson. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Clock at 6. Williams against Kidd. Phoenix no good that time either.
Really high quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Pierce the pass to Washington. Kidd with the steal. And now running up the court. Kidd pushing it up. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kidd's got 16.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Anderson outside. Williams guarded by Robinson. And Williams, here we go. The three from Anderson. He nailed the buzzer beater.
Right between the eyes is how you would say it, Kevin. Fearless. What a tremendous play with the pressure at its absolute highest.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, some players just live for the big moments, guys. Clearly, he is one of them.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Phoenix ahead, and we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Suns leading by 17. Here's Chapman. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Deep 2 from Anderson. That one wide left.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Robinson kicks to Livingston. Pass to Rogers. He kicks it to Livingston. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Washington. Celtics trail by 17. Now the dish to Anderson. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. There's the pass to Washington. Back to Anderson. From deep three-point range, here's Fortson. Some solid defense from Chapman.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
And that one falls for Robinson. Boston making a switch here. So he gets them both. Celtics trail by 19. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Overton, he's covered by Kidd. Here's Pierce. That drops. Suns leading by 17. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Kidd. Drops one in from the wing. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Overton, he's covered by Kidd. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And, yeah, another turnover, and we've seen this a lot today. I mean, this team has not brought it. No focus, no energy. That's why they're getting blown out.
And for the Suns, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. On the wing, Mary. Wide open look. Rebounded by the Celtics. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's sent back by Day. Suns leading by 19 points. Outside Kidd. Marion. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got 5 assists in the game. And for the Celtics, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. He dishes it to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he knocks down the first one. Scotty's checked in for Boston. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Suns leading by 20. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Kidd kicks to Marion. All sorts of time. And Boston with the rebound. The feed to Walker. Celtics passing it around. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Marion, right side. Here's Gugliotta. Kicks it to Miller. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Feeds it to Walker. Backing down. Overton. He's covered by Kidd, and Walker backs down. Just 5 to shoot from about 19 feet. The shot is good off the backboard. Phoenix leading by 20. Now here's Kidd. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again. And Kevin, what stands out to me is his array of moves down on the low block. The low post scoring, back to the basket game. That's what he does, and that's a valuable weapon for a team to have.
Steve, another signature part of his game is the way he runs the pick and roll. He gets so many easy baskets that way. It's a play they should run for him as often as they can.
Scott dishes to Williams. Passes to Pierce. From deep. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. Day the pass to Kidd. Here's the screen. Gives him the lead pass. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath it.
Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Back to Walker. Shoots the three, and that one's good.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on it.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're up by 21. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. The Celtics making a switch here. Bailey passes to Day. Day gets the screen for Miller. Dishes it to Day. Clock at 6. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. He passes to Scott. He feeds it to Anderson. Washington passes to Griffin. Phoenix grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Day. Here's Blunt. He kicks it to Day. Goes up on the high post, and the Suns miss again.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Griffin passes to Washington. The dish to Anderson. Anderson gets the screen from Scott. Anderson kicks to Scott. Expanding his range. No luck. The Suns have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Chapman the pass to Day. So it's the Suns winning easily here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Jason Kidd.